Greetings. Welcome to the Brutal Truth. I'm Rosaigos Moulton. And once again, we are going to talk about some things that can affect ones in their relationships. And disclaimer, I am not an expert in relationship matters. This here is totally subjective. Okay? So, well, as usual, we have the crystal ball here. We look into things. We have the tape measure here. We measure everything. And we have the scale here where we balance things. And that's what we are about to do tonight. Again, on the Brutal Truth. Yes. Now, we are going to talk about relationships and what can affect ones in their relationship. And first off, I want to start out by talking about trauma in relationship. How man can cause trauma in a woman and how it can affect the children and the grandchildren, and it continues with the ripple effect. Yes. So, now, man, one of the things that happen when we find a girl and she's interested in us and, you know, we want to get her, but a lot of times we don't have the intention of staying with her. You know, and sometimes we think we would like to have a relationship with that person and be with that person, but sometimes it just don't work. No, women have a biological clock and they are conscious of it. Women has a biological clock and they are conscious of it. So, from beginning, woman wants relationship. Woman wants marriage. Now, some girls may make it look like they are not interested in it because they weren't taught about life and how, you know, you should progress. You know, they just live today and whatever happen. You know what I mean? No plan for future. You see? So, man, when we get a woman and we go to bed with that woman believes that this is it, you need a relationship and she need a relationship and this is it. When you sleep with that woman with no intention of staying with her and then you walk away from the relationship, it causes a trauma. Now, if when you sleep with her, she get pregnant, it's even worse when she get pregnant and you walk away because she bring the trauma down to the children. And the way it affect the children, and when those children come and have children, that trauma affect those children also, which is your grandchildren. You know? So we have to be very careful of how we deal with a woman because it will cause trauma. Now, the trauma from that you cause this woman, it affects her in subsequent relationships. You know, for the other man that come into her life may not get the chance because when you got into her life, she may be naive to, you know, to things. She may be naive and she give up herself, you know, totally. And then you abuse her emotionally. Then the next relationship, she might be scared and she might approach it different, you know, from how from what she learned from what you caused. You see, she's afraid to go through that again, so she might approach that a little more apprehensively. Yes. So, man, be careful of how you treat the woman, because it will cause trauma, and the trauma will be passed down to your children that could in turn affect you. So don't think you cause her, the mother, trauma, your child's mother, trauma, and walk away and believe it won't come back to bite you. And it may bite you somewhere where, you know, it's not pleasant. Yes. So, we have to be careful. And women, I want to tell you, be aware of when you are traumatized. Get help. And try not to pass it down to your children, and try not to let it affect your subsequent relationship. Okay? So that is one thing. Yes. And knocking down things over here. Yeah. The other thing I want to talk about is women who sleep with a man as revenge to another man. You cannot revenge your man by sleeping with the next man. You see? Because what happened is that you may hurt him, like he knows that you sleep with the next man. You hurt him right there. But chances are he might not have anything to do with you again. And that's it. He move on. You know? Now, when you do that, your new relationship that you get into, and if that man find out that's how you are, that you will sleep with the next man to revenge him, that will cause some strain on your relationship. That could cause strain on your relationship. Things just keep falling down and knocking down everything over here. Yes, so you have to be very careful in what you do. It's better for you to take some time, get over that situation that you've been through with your man, and then when you are ready, you get into another relationship. Do not sleep with another man to revenge your man. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing for you and for your children. It's not good. Okay. And I'm moving through these things fast because I'm not staying long tonight. Another thing is you have women sleeping naked beside their partner every night. It can be a bad thing. Okay? Now, men are easily desensitized. Men are hunters. Remember that. Men are hunters. Now, if something is there just to take, there is no, what you would call it now, there's not much pleasure in getting it for a man. And I'm talking about with a woman. And other things, you know, things comes easy, people take it for granted, and all of that. And then when a woman sleep with a man naked every night, the man been seeing this one woman naked every night, he become desensitized, it become normal. It's nothing that he have to search for as a natural hunter. It's nothing that he have to hunt. It's just there for the taking. He become bored. Yeah, and it causes boredom in the bedroom. It can cause boredom in the bedroom. Now, woman, cover up at night. If you're going to sleep with your man and you want to get busy with him, let him hunt. Let him disrobe. Let him search and find. Yes, let him do something. You see? Now, when you sleep with him naked every night, and he keeps seeing you naked every night, he becomes so desensitized that um, he don't want to, he don't feel like doing what he's supposed to do if you had clothes on. You know? He may do it, yes, because he wants it, and he may do it because he knows you want it. You know? But after a while, he might find somebody else, you know, and you find that, you know, he just, you know, sleep with you, and when he's finished, he turn over and starts snoring. You see? Yeah. Muhammad Ali once said to his daughter, he went to pick up his daughter one time, and the daughter came out in some impy skimpy dress. And Muhammad Ali said to her that, listen, all precious gem is buried deep, never on the surface. You have to dig deep to find precious gem. If you want pearl, you have to dive deep in the ocean. It's not just there on the beach. You see? So girls, don't put yourself at the surface. Don't put yourself on the beach. You know what I mean? Put your precious gem deep. Let a man have to go get it. You see? And when he go get it and find it, he treat it like it's precious. Yes. When he go get it and find it, he treat it like it's precious. So that's why I'll tell the girls, cover up yourself. Do not walk around naked and half naked. You see? Do not let your partner be desensitized. Let him, you know, imagine what's under that dress, even though he may see you naked all the time, but because you might sleep in clothes at night time, him still want to see what's under the dress. And, you know, it's my opinion that a man, because of his imagination, he will get turned on by what he imagine than what he see. You see? You in clothes might turn on some man more than if you are naked every night. Yes. You know? And there are studies that show that also. Alright? So, women, be careful how you sleep with your partner naked every night. You might find the relationship start dwindle, he not, you know, that, like, he not in that honeymoon period anymore where, you know, he just want you, you know, all the time. You find that him start lag. You know what I mean? And you wonder what happened. You think you are not sexy anymore. No, it's not because you're not sexy anymore. You're still the same person. But he just get used to what he's seeing. You know what I mean? He get desensitized. So that's what happened. Females know that. You know what I mean? Yes, and that brings me almost to the end, you know, the last point. And this point is woman and man. This is a giveaway to woman. A man is scared of a silent woman. Meaning that if you are a woman who you have a problem with a man and you yang all the time, he don't hear half of what you said, and once you yanging, you know, he just brush you off. He brush you off. Now, if you are a person who always yanging, and one day he does something and know that you know or you might suspect, and he come home and you are silent, scare him to death. Scare him to death. You know? If you just keep doing what you're doing normally, and He talk to you, you barely answer, you are silent, you don't say nothing. Scare him to death. He start wondering what the hell is going on. Yes, frightens a man. So that is something, that's a giveaway. Do not be a woman who yang all the time, because once you start yang, for the first maybe minute, he hear you. After that, you don't hear anything you say. So, woman, be aware of that. So, that brings me to the end. Man, careful how you traumatize woman. Woman, don't sleep with a man other than your man as revenge to your man. Woman, don't sleep naked beside your man every night. And woman, be silent when there is a problem. Now, I know people will agree with me, and you're going to have some people who disagree with me. I welcome all of that. I welcome disagreement, and I welcome agreement. Now, I'm asking you to put your comments in the comment box. You know, I may respond, you know, but listen, when you make your comment, just be respectful. You know what I mean? Just be respectful. That's all I'm asking. Now, I'm asking you also to like this channel, subscribe to this channel, and share this channel. This is Ras Igos Moulton, and this is the brutal truth.